Yeah, your boy Carlos on the rise. The throne's his now. Sit back, learn from the prince. Real talk. From the bottom, rising up, no handouts. He did it solo, urban dance, he took his shot. Now they follow where he go. Hard work, sweat, tears. He sealed his own fate, climbed the ranks, now he's sitting high. Ain't no debate. This is his platform, his rules, his game. Sharing all he got, no gatekeeping, no shame. Come up in the game, get smarter, stay true. There's thrones for anyone who dare to break through. Sit on the throne, yeah, he on the crown. Helping up his peeps, spread the knowledge around. All about the hustle, grind and flow. Carlos on the rise, now watch the empire grow. Lessons in my voice for the new kings and queens. Rise from the struggle, turn the pain into dreams. No secrets, he teach, no reason to hide. All his nuggets, yeah, he give them with pride. This is the blueprint, flip it, make it your own. Build your empire, stand firm, be known. From the street to the stage, we all can ascend. This community's ours, we rise again and again. Sit on the throne, yeah, he on the crown. Helping up his peeps, spread the knowledge around. All about the hustle, grind and flow. Carlos on the rise, now watch the empire grow. No gatekeeper, just a real one leading the way. Sharing the crown, passing the crown someday. Knowledge is power, yeah, freedom we claim. In the urban scene, we redefining the game. So when you hear his name, know he did it solo. Carlos the line dance prince, now he in control. Sitting on the throne with my people, I vibe. This empire's ours, yeah, we all gonna thrive. Sit on the throne, yeah, he on the crown. Helping up his peeps, spread the knowledge around. All about the hustle, grind and flow. Carlos on the rise, now watch the empire grow.
Check, 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 check. Y'all gotta love that intro right there. That intro. Welcome to Sitting on the Throne. It's your boy Carlos the Line Dance Prince. Episode 48. Let me know where you tuning in from. Let me know where you watching from.
Someday, knowledge is power, yeah, freedom we claim.
What's up, Mrs. Gwen? TT. TT in the building. Check, check, 1, 2. All right, we back. So we got episode 48, Sitting on the Throne. This weekend, I was at Rocky Mount, North Carolina. We were, where were we at? The community center, nice setup. Hosted by the Majestic Spirit Line Dancers, Rocky Mount, North Carolina. Great event. Eugenia Gordon was one of the instructors, 757. Of course, Rondi was the DJ from Greenville, South Carolina, and I was one of the other instructors. Good time, great hospitality. If you ever get a chance to go south, man, go down there in North Carolina. That's the true definition of Southern hospitality there. And make sure you straight, make everybody feel like they at home. Lots of hugs, uh, good vibes. Shout out to Majestic Spirit Line Dance. I think y'all think. All right, hold on one second. Check, check, check. Oops. There we go. I'm back. All right. Had to reset that joint. Our intro was playing over and over again in my ear. I'm like, yo, yo. What's up? That's my grandmother, Lillian Gardner. I call her Mama. What's up, Mama? New Haven, Connecticut in the building. Thanks, Cheryl. Thank you very much. Line Dance Mondays was yesterday, and we had a good time. We had a great turnout, of course. Every week we got people popping in from out of town. Last week we had well, shoot, every week it's been crazy. We had shout out to Dancing with Gina. Regina from Fredericksburg, her and her group came down a couple weeks ago. Then we had Sherry Abrams, I believe, from Ohio was in the house last week. And so these people just keep coming and coming and coming. We had people this week, 757. People driving up an hour and 20 minutes to come line dance with us. It's pretty cool. And then, of course, this Thursday, it's going to be a situation. All right. If you know anything about the trail ride step inside of the community, we got this Thursday we got 2-step Thursdays with Teresa, and Mike Clark Jr. will be in the building. Mr. Keep on Stepping. They don't like, but I'm gonna keep on stepping. They don't like, but I'm gonna keep on stepping. They don't like, but I'm gonna keep on stepping. Hold up. Everybody put the hand emoji up. Hold up. And if you don't know that song, some of y'all might know him for this song too. The Auntie Outside Tonight. Hey. Auntie Outside Tonight. What's up? What's up? Welcome in. Welcome in. Let me know where y'all tuning in from. What city? Let everybody know in the comment section where y'all from, where y'all represent, who you dance with. We is one family in here. What's up, Tara? What's up? Now, a couple shout outs from this Sunday. Y'all know Jitterbug. Jitterbug gave me her business card information. We got R&B Beads from Durham, North Carolina. Beading and jewelry making fun. All right. You can email her at jeterangela430@gmail.com. Or you can call text 919-884-8806. Bracelets, necklaces, bookmarks, anklets, keychains, earrings, and more. And her daughter made me these beads, and I lost her business card, of course, somewhere. And I got the matching bracelet with LDP on it. So yeah, these joints is fire. So I'm sitting on the throne, you know what I'm saying? Got my African beads up here now, so I'm official, you know. But yeah, shout out to Angela. Jitterbug. North Kakalaki in the building. Great event yesterday. Very balanced group. They can cater to beginners and people who don't know dances that much like me. And they also get it in too. They do a lot of the dances that everybody don't know too. So it's a great balance. And I can pretty much say that for North Carolina in general. North Carolina, they dance. You can pretty much get whatever you want to get from out of that region of the country. It's a good balance. LDFF was in the building. 757 was in the building. A lot of different parts of Carolina was up in that joint. Pretty cool. Raleigh, Durham, people from Greensboro. It was pretty. Richmond was in the building. What's up, Carmen? Now, a couple of updates on the beginners ball for those of you who might be tuning in for that. Let's see. We probably have about 6 tickets left for registration. Then I've also added yesterday 100 registration tickets for, well, not registration. We got 6 registration tickets left. But I've added 100 VIP tickets. So if you wanted to upgrade your ticket, to get VIP. So basically we have a VIP area off to the side of the dance floor, which will be pipe and drape, sectioned off, lounge area, your own bartender and buffet for Friday and Saturday. So unlimited food and drink for Friday and Saturday with a little area you can go chill out in. And when you hear your song come on, you can run back out to the floor. But it's gonna be nice little setup for you. You want to get away. Some of y'all VIP people, some of y'all people that, you know y'all just be getting harassed by a lot of people. Y'all just, sometimes you be tired of people. Sometimes you just want to chill out. Sometimes you want to relax. You don't want to take pictures. You don't want to, you don't want to whatever, Or maybe you just want an elevated experience. All right. I want to separate myself and get an elevated experience of Richmond. We're going to have the VIP tickets. They are available now on Eventbrite. Go to the Beginners Ball, Richmond, Virginia. Those VIP tickets up there. They're going pretty fast. I think we sold like 30 VIP tickets the first day. I put 100 up yesterday. And so go take advantage of that opportunity. Vendor tickets will be going up today. As soon as I get off here, I will be posting the vendor tickets. If you're interested in being a vendor, they will be about 120 a day, about 120 a day. So if you're interested in being a vendor for Friday or Saturday or both, we have 1,700 guests in the building. So I think you should be able to do pretty good if you have something that people are interested in. All right. So be mindful. Some vendors go a little extreme. Some vendors go right on par for what the event is. And I've seen both do good, right? So just, right, got a lot of people flying in, so a lot of people might not be driving in. So if you're selling lamps, if you selling lampshades or something like that, people can't pack that. People can't take that back on the plane with them. So just kind of whatever you think you might got going on. If you depending on people that's driving in for your items, then you're kind of limiting yourself to a smaller number of consumers, right? If you're selling something that all 1,700 people can partake in or want to be able to take home with them, regardless of how they got there, then it needs to give a better product. All right, so just to put that out there. Some of y'all be having all type of stuff, and I'm not going to hold you back. You think you can sell your stuff? You can sell your stuff. Hey, tickets will be available today. After this podcast, I will be posting the vendor ticket opportunities on my Facebook page. I also will be emailing those out to all of the guests. But yeah, third weekend in April 2026, the Beginners Ball. Also, the cruise, the Line Dancing Groovy Cruise. Registration start. Registration will be. Hold on 1 second. Hold up. All right, here we go. There's some malfunctions over there. What's going on with the boom arm? All right, we back. But yeah, what was we talking about? Oh, the cruise, the Line Dancing Groovy Cruise. The Line Dancing Groovy Cruise registration will be open in November 1st. I don't know about that. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that. TT. The Line Dancing Groovy Cruise registration will be open in November 1st. And we'll be leaving out of Miami. I can tell you that. Two things I cannot tell you. I cannot tell you the cruise ship name, and I cannot tell you the dates that we will be leaving. This is a contractual thing right now. But what I can do is tell you that it will be towards the beginning of August this time, not on the back end. And it will be 2 new ports, cruise ports. We'll be going to Celebration Key, Carnival's new island. Just opened up in July. And then we'll be going to Half Moon Key, where we have our beach party. So 2 different locations from this year. And the ship will be very, very very, very similar to the ship we had this year. I can't tell you the ship name, but it's very similar to what we were on this year. We're gonna have a ball, man. It's gonna have fun. We're gonna have We're taking everything we did to a whole nother level because we know how to do it now. That was our first time having the whole ship and knowing what we could do, and we had some wrinkles as far as stuff y'all didn't know about that happened behind the scenes and stuff like we know that Carnival knows they messed up and dropped the ball on some things. And with that being said, we are going to maximize and do and offer an even better product going forward. So registration will be $300. I mean, the deposit will be $300 per person when it's time to register. If you get a room by yourself, it will be $600 deposit. All right. So if you don't have a roommate and you plan on rooming solo, regardless of your room type, $600 will be the deposit if you are by yourself. If it's double occupancy, that means 2 people in the room, it will be $300 per person. All right. If there's 3 people in the room, it's $300 per person. If there's 4 of y'all in the room, it's $300 per person. All right. All right. But based on the room type and location, that price does change. Right. But it goes up. Interiors are cheaper than ocean view. Ocean views are cheaper than balconies. Balconies are cheaper than the suites, and so on and so forth. All right. And the more people are in your room, the cheaper the ticket is per person. So a 1-person room is going to cost more to that individual than it would for the individual in a 2-person room. The individual price will change. All right. For 3 people, it'll be cheaper per person. Now, the deposit will be the same, but the ticket price will go down. All right. If you got 4 people in your room, the deposit is still $300 per person, but your overall ticket price will decrease. All right. So if you're just trying to come on that joint to get your party on and know you're not going to be in your room that much, only to use the shower, the restroom, and take a nap, 4 people in an interior room is definitely what you might need. You're going to save a lot of money, and you're going to have the same fun as everybody else. Some of you guys already admitted to spending too much money last time for a room that you did not use and utilize. So take that into consideration when November 1st gets here, because there's about, like I said, 6,000 people that want to go, and we only got room for about 3,000 people. So if you were one of the people that came this year, remember there's the same amount of people who didn't go that want to go in 2027. And the same thing for you guys. For all you people that's saying, I ain't going to mix it next time, what are you thinking everybody's saying that went this time? Right? So don't be that person. November 1st at midnight, 12:01. Hey, you wake up at 8 o'clock, 9 a.m. and get on there that Saturday morning. Just let me go ahead and get my room. If you got a specific type of room you want, it probably won't be there. Let's go let you know that now. The beginner's ball tickets right now are $200. We are a late registration. They are $200. And that's still a great value because it's basically a 40 event. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and a farewell party Sunday. Have the location been decided? That's the question you answer once you get on late. But yeah, so yeah, just understand. Celebration Key, Carnival's newest island, which opened in July, and Half Moon Key. Half Moon Key is where we'll be doing our private beach party. Yes, ish. to that question. Miss Mitchell. Yes-ish. There is a window there. Once that first person registers, there will be a window of time. But yes, that is the preferred way of going about it. Now, a lot of people I know are just sending their money to one person and letting that person register, right? So if there's two of y'all, just send your 300 to somebody else and then let them register. Now, but that's going to be different because unless all your payments are coming from that one person, then you're going to probably want to register yourself. You know. So unless everybody's money is coming out your account, then you probably will want everybody to register themselves in that room. So that's something else you have to figure out with your roommates. Because some of your roommates ain't going to wake up that early. So one of y'all going to have to get up. One of y'all going to have to be up to get that room. Sitting on the throne. Episode 48. Make sure you share this video, share the video, get the information out there. Once again, shout out to Majestic Spirit Line Dancers. Hosted a great event this past Sunday. Coming up, I'm line dancing with Romeo, first Fridays in Savannah, Georgia. And then the following weekend in November, I will be in Little Rock, Arkansas with the JT Soul Line Dancers. I've never been to Little Rock, Arkansas. I've been to Arkansas. I went to Memphis. You can just drive across the bridge, and I went to the casino. So I have been to Arkansas, but never been to Little Rock, the home of Bill Clinton, the birthplace. Anyway, I don't know where you live at now, but the birthplace of Bill Clinton, one of y'all favorite presidents. What's up, Andy? Thank you for the compliment. He said, I'm a great host. I try, man. Try to make sure everybody having a good time. Keep the energy high. Then that's what I got. Yeah. So we're going to Savannah, Georgia, Little Rock, Arkansas, and then I think I end the year with TCH. And we're still trying to see if Chops is hosting a New Year's party in Memphis. If not, I'll be doing a New Year's party here in Richmond. So get ready either way. Either way, we turn it up for the one time. One time for the one time. Darlene, I appreciate that. Are tickets available for that event? Tickets still available for that event? I got people coming in that they haven't got tickets yet too. So I need to get with y'all on that. I know Chop said he's gonna come. We got I've been promoting it heavy on the podcast. Little Rock, Arkansas. If you are in that area, if anybody in Tennessee, anybody can drive 2-3 hours to get there. Hey, look, it's a day party. Y'all do not want to miss. We're going to a new area. We are going to turn up. I always love to explore new cities and chase food and do all that stuff. So if you are in a drivable, reachable area. Oh, she said it still got tickets left. Oh, we about to. Okay. I'm going to reach out to my folks down in that region. Get people to roll in. Pulling up. There's about 10 of us that came to the North Carolina event this Sunday. But I know I got people out in that area already that's in drivable, so we're gonna see what we can do with that. How far are y'all from Atlanta? How far is Little Rock from the ATL? Let's pull that up. A lot of you guys watching, y'all don't travel much yet. Traveling changes the game. You experience levels, not even levels. I'm gonna say you experience dances that you wouldn't necessarily experience in your region, and you can bring those things back home, and that's how a lot of these great dances start spreading. The dance that everybody thought that was mine, that I do to the Joe song, "I Want Her," that was not my dance. I went to an event in Charlotte. I actually was hosting a vegan event, and we had people come from all over to do line dancing at that event. And I seen the dance. I was like, "Yo, what's this?" And the lady was there, Lena Adams, and it was her dance. "I Want Her," and she's from Rock Hill, South Carolina. So a lot of people from small towns like that don't travel, they're sitting on gems. They're sitting on all these great dances that don't get out. And so I taught that dance all over. I taught the UC and a lot of other events I was going to doing, Pittsburgh. And as I was moving around, I was teaching that dance everywhere. So everybody thought it was my dance. I taught it in Dallas. And even though before I teach a dance, I always preface it with the name and the creator and all that stuff, but whatever. But this is why I'm very excited about going to Little Rock, Arkansas, to potentially find one of those gyms out there, them dances, and also good food, different culture, and be outside, man. I might get there Thursday, you know what I'm saying, and stay to Sunday. So, because Lord knows when I won't come back. There's so many different events I want to visit and pop up on and meet people and stuff. So, but who knows? Once I fall in love with something, I always go back. So, y'all treat me nice, I probably will be back, no doubt. But yeah, I'm a definitely see who can pull up on that event. I was having a conversation earlier this week with people hosting events, and talked about it a little bit last week. We were talking about venues and places in your city that you think you probably couldn't get access to. And that's another part of traveling. The more you travel, the more you network, the more you have capability of doing, right? If you're kind of comfortable with staying in your region or only going to places that you can drive, that kind of puts a short leash on how far your imagination can take you. Because at the end of the day, a lot of this stuff costs money. I tell people that all the time. People will be like, "Carlos, you be number chasing." And I'm like, because our dream is so big, certain things have to be had, right? When you go to a football game that has 70,000 seats, right? Them people would have never invested in that stadium if they didn't feel like they can get 70,000 people in them seats. Or they would never have got the return to pay for that stadium, all right? To keep that stadium afloat, to keep paying the 2,000 employees that work at that stadium. You have to get butts in those seats, right? 70,000 people have to show up in order for them to keep operating, right? And so if I want to do an event on a cruise ship, right, I just can't say I want to get a cruise ship and if 200 people show up, that's fine. It don't work like that. We're talking about millions of dollars. So I'm going to need more than 200 people to show up because I don't have millions of dollars to spare. right? And so when you're talking about the things that some of us want to do or bring or introduce to the line dancing community, yes, I need a large number of people to show up because, and it's another thing, the more people that actually are in attendance is the lower the ticket price could be, right? So if hypothetically, if we did have a cruise, right, with 200 people and we had the whole ship, it can be done. Now you wouldn't be paying, $1,300 though. You'd be paying if all 200 people were willing to pay, 20,000, maybe 30,000. Hey man, we get our own ship. We can do our favorite dances all day. Yeah, but because we can get 3,000 people, the ticket price is a lot cheaper, right? And so it just the math has to math, right? And that's what I was talking about. When you're out in your city, you go into all these jazz festivals and you're going to these, you live in Chicago, the Taste of Chicago, and they got these areas that's sectioned off just for this event, or they got these stages out there, or you go into these festivals every weekend where they have these, amphitheaters and all these. There's nothing that we can't do with that as well. A line dance event can be had at all those places that you go in your city. You don't have to be restricted to the Boys and Girls Club. You don't have to be restricted to uh, uh, office space. You don't have to be restricted to event space, whatever. Whatever your mind can come up with, or whatever you have seen other. I told Teresa this yesterday. People like, I don't want to do something because somebody else do something there. As far as like venues. Well, they do the jazz festival there, so I don't want to do the line dancing event there. Everywhere that they have weddings, the next day somebody's getting married there. Right? If you get married at the Marriott Ballroom, somebody's doing something in that same ballroom the next day. Right? So whatever you've been to in your city, whatever you experienced, imagine line dancing events happening there. Right? So there's that amphitheater in your town, and you call them up and they say, man, they want $30,000 for that amphitheater. In your mind, you like, I would never be able to afford $30,000. That's ridiculous. I already did the math. We already did it, right? Let's do it right here with you. Got my calculator out, all right? They said they want 30,000 people, all right? But your event, normally you do your event, you only get 100 people, all right? So that means if you wanted that $30,000 amphitheater, if you had your regular number of attendees, $300 per person would be the cost just to get the amphitheater. You ain't buy no food yet. You ain't get no t-shirts. $300 per person for that ticket would have to be. That's just the starting price of the ticket, $300, right? This is where the numbers number. This is where the maths. Let's say an 8-hour drive from Atlanta. Okay. Now, if you were that person that was traveling, meeting people, and introducing your group to other groups, and when you got to the event and you're going out for lunch and you went out to lunch with other groups and hung out with other groups and mingled and mixed and mingled and made new friends and got phone numbers and connected and made mutual, like real connections, and you spent time just visiting different cities and popping up on classes and all of that, and you threw your event, and you know what, I think we can get 500 people here. Now that amphitheater costs $30,000 that you want, right? But when 500 people show up, now that amphitheater is only $60 per person on that ticket price. And now you got events ticket prices going from about $130 to about $200 per weekend event. So now this $30,000 amphitheater is only $60 of your ticket. So if your ticket was $150, you still have $90 of that ticket per person to get anything you need: food, T-shirt, uh, maybe a bag. You want to do wristbands for registering. All the stuff you need money for, right? And so that's why it's about, I said, growing your network and getting to know people and showing people how awesome of a person you are. A lot of times people are attached to the person that is hosting the event. What type of vibe did I get when I met them? What type of energy did they give off when I met them? Do I really want to go to something that they host, right? Or they stuck up? Or they only sticking with their people? Were they only acknowledging certain people that was there? Did they make me feel like I was welcome at their event, right? And so that's when the imagination can start wandering. When you're talking about hosting events. Or you don't have to do none of that. Just keep doing what you're doing. I'm trying to give out a little bit of nuggets, a little bit of information, a little bit of something. Hopefully some of you guys are taking this and running with it. If not, that's cool. Also, another thing I want to talk about is your lane. I talked to Andy about this in Cincinnati. Your lane. Your lane is not what you think your lane is. Your lane is what the public perception of your lane is, right? When we're talking about people reaching out to you. Carlos, nobody reach out to me to teach. Nobody reaches out to me to instruct. Carlos, nobody reaches out to me to DJ. Carlos, I think I'm a great host and I want to start hosting, but nobody reaches out to me to host. All right. All right. So let's unpack this because there's different levels and different layers to this. All right. And I probably at some point fit into all of those scenarios. Right. So say you're new to line dancing and you kind of, I'm not saying you're a new instructor, but nationally you are, right? And you want to start being able to be seen as a great instructor. You're like, I've got my class good. They know these dances. They catch on. I'm a great instructor. In today's world, social media is helping out a lot. You can definitely be known as a great instructor by doing instructionals online and posting them. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, of course. Now you got TikTok. You need to be promoting and posting your classes and videos. A lot of people just go to class, teach, and go home. You don't got no tripod. You don't care about recording anything. You don't stay after record any videos. You don't come to class early to record any videos. And so therefore, the world knows nothing about you and your skills. But in order to get it out there, there's going to have to be a time and a place where you can demonstrate that you are working hard and you are elite at what you do. And a lot of people are watching. It might not be liking, it might not be sharing, it might not be hearting your posts. But if you actually start putting that stuff out there into the universe, people can start seeing you working on display. Also, there's a lot of intimate events out here that need love, nourishment, energy, and they're missing you, right? So everybody want to, you don't necessarily have to start off teaching at the UC Star Awards. A lot of times that's not everybody's story. Your first time teaching is at UC. That's kind of not how that works. You've kind of been seen by the community, and UC themselves probably seen you out there putting in work, and they probably reached out to you that way. But there's a lot of small, intimate events out there that need your touch. They're missing you. Whatever you got to offer, they're missing it. And you can start there. You need to start getting yourself comfortable on that microphone. You need to be comfortable in front of people. I've seen it plenty of times where people who thought they were great instructors, who might have been great instructors, they were not a great instructor in front of 500 people, right? And so these smaller events, like I tell y'all, there's more events than there are weekends in line dancing. So this, hey, next year, 2026, you might not need to be going to UC or Linda Sims event to try to get yourself and be an instructor. That's not the time to go to. I tell people that all the time. Don't go to Linda Sims event. Don't go to UC to be that person that is following them around, telling them that I want to be a DJ or I want to be a host next year or I want to be an instructor. No, be that person that all year long you've been putting out content. You've been popping up to these little workshops and pop-ups and putting on what you're supposed to put on that tape. And then when you walk into an event, those people walk up to you and say, hey, I need you to be an instructor at my event next year. Right? That's how it's supposed to go. And a lot of times it won't go like that. You know, that's not always the story. And then, you know, depending on where, you know, you sit in their algorithm, you might not be seen. But it's a better feel when you know you've done the work, you've been traveling, you've been popping up. And I started traveling, about right before the pandemic. I was going to the more intimate events, you know, Beaufort event, Lynn Bryant, Beaufort, South Carolina, Gullah Gullah Island, like events like that, 100 people max, but it's a good party. The energy's high. Everybody in there having fun. Food's good in the area. You know, people down there eat good down there. Plenty of good restaurants, seafood, all that stuff. Those kind of events, your energy can be in the room. Your energy is can influence a room of that size. They might hand you the microphone, lead your dance. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. You go to those events like that, your name start, you know, getting out there. You start going to those events. And then eventually the people that you know, the events that the stages that you wanted to be on, you might get invited to. Also, you know, the path that I took probably, which is what I'm about to talk about next. What's up, Mickey? The information, the route I took was, instead of begging everybody to be on their stage, create your own stage, right? You telling everybody you're a great instructor, you telling everybody you're a great host, and you can add value to their event. Start your own event, right? And if it's, you know, if 88 people show up, you better put on. You better act like it's 88,000 in there, and you command the room. You teach. Make sure everybody having a good time. Make sure everybody is understanding what's going on and they catching on, and start it like that. And then, you know, maybe you need to create that intimate event that we were talking about that slowly grows because people get addicted to the energy and the love and the hospitality that your group and people are putting in, and then, you know, that's another way. That was my approach. I pretty much got tired of, you know, insisting that I think I could add value to your event. I think I would be great addition to the lineup. I think I would be. And actually, my blueprint was the opposite. I actually took a whole bunch of people that was just like me, that wasn't getting invited nowhere, that I felt like was great instructors and hosts, and made them a part of my event. If you look at some of my events, and just look at them names, people were reaching out to me like, who are these people? I was like, look, I see them on social media. They working hard. Their class is jumping. They learning. I want them on my team, right? Because I just got tired of reaching out to all the big wigs, heavy hitters, to include me in part of theirs. And so um, it's more instructors that aren't considered heavy hitters than they are heavy hitters. There's probably like, 20 heavy hitters in the whole country, right? But that means there's hundreds of instructors that just under the rug, they just got swept out the way, that nobody's really giving a shot to. And so I take pride in that now. Like, I keep a lot of the same people in my events, but I also are always adding new people. Like, so for instance, the beginner's ball, I haven't used the same instructor once, right? Not one time. I had 4 instructors the first year, and I had 4 brand new instructors the second year, 4 new instructors the third year. You know what I'm saying? So it's never not just, I'm not bringing one person back, 2 people back, nobody. All new people. Giving everybody a shot, right? Giving people a shot. The cruise, I had heavy hitters on the cruise, but I also had a whole bunch of instructors. That 2000, what was that? 2023, the last cruise before we got that full charter. Look at that lineup. I got people on there who was just starting. I had people that was not known, people that and they would tell you they felt like they were unseen in the community, and they show up and showed out. And then once they got on that stage, because they took advantage of the opportunity, they have been teaching and traveling and getting opportunities to other places, because that's what it's all about. Somebody getting a shot, somebody getting a chance. And it's not just instructors. It's DJs too. I'm about to start putting on a bunch of DJs. I've been traveling the last 2 years, and I've experienced a lot of DJs that don't get no love, right? And I'm letting them use my stage, my platform, to highlight these people. And DJ Lady Steph, y'all know her from Jersey. She came to me, said, I want to be a DJ. I think I got a knack for it. I want to learn this stuff. Can you help me? So me, Pleasure, Rondi, we started working with her. We was doing live videos, live Zoom calls. She would call us on FaceTime. We was, hey, plug that in there, download this. All right, do this, do that, blah, blah, blah. Boom. Now she a DJ. I let her DJ the beginner's ball. And I'm never going to set you up to fail. Like, okay, you're going to do our meet and greet. I'm going to make sure you got the music, blah, blah, blah. Okay, let's go. And then from there, she took it and ran with it. She studies. She practices her craft. She's working on blending and mixing and all that stuff, and making sure she's up to date with music and dances. And look at her now. What? She on doing it. S for S events, whatever. She's out here traveling. Just got booked to New York, doing these big things. It's a great thing to see. And I've met a lot of great DJs. Cincinnati, y'all was there. Ty P, DJ Ty P. Oh, he might be on a cruise next year, 2027. Like, I told him, I said, you gotta start traveling. Don't nobody know you got talent and can rock a party like this because you staying stationary. You gotta start traveling, getting your name out there. But like I said, I take pride in being one of the people that can utilize my platform and stage to highlight people. And watch it. When I put them on stage and y'all see how the party go, because a lot of times y'all be like, well, he don't travel, don't nobody know him, and what he, and you're gonna be like, oh, he playing the bangers. Okay. You see that transition? I saw what he just did there. Wow, that was amazing. Okay. Let me boom. Because I'm an evaluator of talent. Now, I might not be the best talent, but I've always been a great evaluator of talent. I've coached basketball my whole life. I can see if somebody can jump high. I can see if somebody got good rotation on that basketball. I can see if they got a great follow through. I can see if you got good hustle. I know if you are about that, if you got that dog in you, I know it. Right? Exactly, Mickey. I'm like, look what Mickey said. Look, you on a cruise. I gave her the microphone. Hey man, lead your dance. You better get up here. Like I'm not gonna anytime I know somebody can do something and they good at it or it's yours, even at the beginner's ball. Y'all know my rule. If your dance come on, come up here and get this microphone. Come lead your dance. That's just how I am. I don't care. The community, everybody in the community needs to be acknowledged. So there's no why do I got 2,000 people doing your dance up here and you not getting no recognition? Come get your ass on the stage. Let everybody know who did this so they can I've been doing your dance for 20 years and I didn't even know it was yours. We did that. We had the beginner's ball. What? Flash and come on up here. You see what I'm saying? Dances like that. Y'all been doing dance. Y'all know who made the dance, right? And so we always want to highlight people, when the dances come on, or that if I know you in the room or I know you there, and if I don't, I'm telling you now. If I'm at an event hosting, or if it's my event, definitely. I ain't even gonna say hosting. If it's my event, you get the beginner's ball, you on that cruise, and your dance come on, you have my permission to come to me and hey, look, get on stage. Come on. A lot of places you go, that person go to the front of the floor and lead you. No, come on stage, man. Come on stage and lead the dance. Yeah, call it out. Some people want to learn it. They don't know what they're doing over there. Call it out. And it's just a good feeling to get people, a spotlight when they deserve it. You've been teaching line dancing in your class for 10 years now, and you got a dance or two that everybody love to do, and you're here. And what happens is that moment that you got, when you go back to class, because this is something we're going to talk about. A lot of instructors, you got my emotions going up now. A lot of instructors go through these phases when they don't know if what they're doing is good or what they're doing is worth their time, or are they wasting their time. Well, a lot of times we end up losing the love for what we do a little bit. And when you go to an event and get that spotlight just a little bit, 30 seconds, a minute and a half, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and everybody's loving on you and embracing the moment that you have. When you go back to that small town, when you go back to teach your students, you're going to have a new lit flame. The energy you're going to have and the feeling you're going to have is going to be back. That feeling we all had when we were year 2, year 3, and we were loving this thing, those kind of moments make you get it back and you keep going, right? That's a lot of people. A lot of people are addicted to traveling with line dancing because of the energy and the love is at an all-time high. I don't care how popular you are locally, and I'm one of the people I can tell you. I've had 300 people on a Monday in my class. I've had 275 in a class on a Monday. But when you travel, the love and energy is different, and anybody can attest to that. I've had 300 people in my class. I've had 250 people in my class, and nobody gave me a hug. Nobody took a picture with me. Nobody, nobody told me how much they appreciate what I do and blah, blah, blah. Soon as I get on a plane, drive all the way to Tennessee, people telling me about how they watch every single video I drop. They taking pictures with me. They hugging, holding me tight, squeezing me like they never squeezed me ever again. Introducing me to their family and friends. Like, it's a different type of energy. And so when I get the opportunity to give that energy to somebody, I'm all in, right? Because I know what it done for me. I know what it has done for me. And what's up, Sean? Oh yeah. But yeah, man, it's and that's how we get to where we get to. We're talking about events. My event is not special, right? Well, I take that back. I'm not gonna say that. But my event is not something that can't be done and replicated. Um, a lot of great events that you see, you look at look at the people they got working at the front desk, the people that they working, the volunteers they got, the people that love to love on people. It makes it easy for you to go. When you go to Linda Sims event, New Orleans, and I need to go and highlight Linda Sims. It's a lot of great events where hospitality is high. They're great events because of that. People want to come back. People are going to tell their friends about those events, and that's how they get to what they got. Like they're blessed because they take pride in loving on people. And those are the events. Look at Cali Jam. Jackie and James take a time to love on people, and you know, and it's so funny because you look at these events and they're not the greatest line dancers, right? There are people that I tell people that all the time. There are people that will mop me up with dancing. There's people that will moonwalk me under the damn table or whatever you want to call it. Same thing with Linda or Mike Walmack. Mike Walmack ain't out dancing nobody out there. He can dance, but he's not known to be, front of the room, tearing it up, spinning all over the place. No, he's not that. Jackie and James, right? We know where they're at in the game. They're not. But people don't care. It's about how people make you feel when you're in the room. And they still gonna dance now. They get it in. Jackie and James, they get it in now. Don't sleep. But it's more than that. And people, we all want to dance. So that saying is kind of like, well, watered down. We just want to dance. But people can come to any event and just dance. But it's the events they go to and the energy, the love, and dancing is happening. That's the part you miss. Flavor. They're dancing. Yeah, they're dancing. Plenty of dancing going on. But the hospitality, the energy, the love, it's at an all-time high. And those type of events change the game. So, you know, um, these are the type of things you need to, we're talking about your lane and why people don't acknowledge you and why people don't reach out to you. And you also have to understand what people see. It's not what you think you are, it's the perception. Andy, let's talk about the Andy. Andy said, Carlos, don't nobody ask me to teach or DJ. I do both. But I said, Andy, at every event, you're a vendor. And you're a great vendor. Everybody loves your shea butter and all your oils and the clothes you sell. And because of that lane you selected for yourself, and you do it at every event, people don't look at you as Andy the great line dance instructor. They don't look at you as Andy the great DJ, regardless if you're a great instructor, regardless if you are a great DJ at all. The lane that you have selected to present to everybody is vending. So people reach out to you, hey Andy, we got a vending opportunity for you. Do you want to be a vendor? So that's the lane you selected, and there's nothing wrong with that. But you have to understand that is what it looks like from the outside in. The perception, the perceived look of you is Andy, the vendor with all the stuff that we want to buy. Not Andy, the guy that's a great instructor. And so that's why I said when you start doing these videos or you start going to these events, you have to understand what you are signing up for and what lane that you are putting yourself in unknowingly. It's a real thing. So if you want to be an instructor, you want to be a DJ, You gotta start highlighting those things. But otherwise, that lane is your lane. There's nothing wrong with that. I feel like Andy is one of the premier vendors in line dancing. So to me, you're at the top of your game in your lane, and that's okay. Be that person. I feel like it's a place for everything. Vendors are needed. We are a woman-dominated thing, and the African American woman is the number one consumer in America. So you would think that being a great vendor would be enough for you, but he wants to be known as an instructor and a DJ. So I'm putting it out there now on the podcast. So looking for an instructor for your event, reach out to Anthony Glover from Cincinnati. But I'm just putting it out there how we look at each other, right? And if you want to be a DJ, the best way to not be a DJ, but be known as a DJ is to be DJing at your own events. Even at Andy's event, he was a vendor. At his own event, he wasn't DJing the night parties. He brought in other DJs, and he was at his vendor table vending. So you're still being looked at as a vendor, right? So if I came to his event, which I did, and he was back there killing it at the party at nighttime, he was like, "Oh, Andy, go Andy, go Andy." Everybody that's there that got an event be like, maybe we can bring Andy in to do our Friday party or our Sunday party or our Saturday party. Or we have a day party, maybe we could bring Andy in, right? But you just have to look at it. Perception is real. Perception is real. It's not about what you got. Until you can display it, until you get the opportunity, until you maybe create the opportunity, the perception is real. You might be at home DJing in your living room like, yo, I'm a beast DJ. I'm killing it. I know how to play the hits. I know what everybody like. I know what to get everybody on the floor, right? But you have to be very intentional if that's what you really want to do about how the perception is and how we can get that out there. You see Stefan be DJing live 3-4 days a week. He gonna let y'all know, hey, look, I do this. Some of y'all, we just don't know because y'all never did it, right? And that's another way to create your own lane. Look at DJ Cleve. The pandemic, if it weren't for the pandemic, nobody probably really know who DJ Cleve was. He took off during the pandemic. He was DJing live, and now he throw these big parties. He throw the cruise. He got yacht parties and field parties and all that stuff he do now. But people discovered him for real, during the pandemic. And he took advantage of that opportunity. Everybody stuck at home looking at their phone. And so now he's known for being a DJ. So I just think about these things. Being intentional, utilizing social media. Create a schedule. Hey, if you want to be known as an instructor, start putting some instructionals out. And the people will decide. If they watch your videos and they feel like they can't learn from those videos, keep going. Get better. Be willing to take constructive criticism. And then we can find out if that's really your lane or not. And somebody's going to start giving you opportunities. And I don't care if you go to an event to teach a workshop and it's only 50 people there. This is your opportunity. This is your moment. Kill it. Don't go in there unprepared. I don't know what I'm going to teach yet, blah, blah, blah. Say that for the people that have been doing this for a long time. You need to be prepared because you have to maximize the opportunity when you go on that stage. He said when the beat dropped, Andy would run from the vendor's table and straight to the floor. That's true. But yeah, perception is everything, man. I tell people that all the time. Some of your social media is not where it needs to be. I tell it, and people say, I'm like, what you do for a business? Oh, I sell food. I go to they page on social media, I don't see no food. You ain't no cook. If I don't think about you when I'm ready to eat, you ain't no cook. You ain't no chef. If I go to your page and I don't see no food and I ain't drooling on it, you ain't no cook. I told my boy Mike that. I said, I get him on all the time. I said, you not no comedian. I go to your page, you sharing everything else, world news, uh, uh, gossip lines, sports scores, and all that stuff. I ain't laughing. If I go to your page and I ain't laughing, you ain't no comedian. If I go to your page and I don't see no instructionals or nothing like that, you ain't no dance instructor. That's the reality of it. You are what we see. Perception is everything. So you want somebody to reach out to you, you want opportunities, you're not even creating or taking advantage of your own opportunities. And that's just me being real. Go to 5, 6, 7, 8 page. Go to Shantae page. Go to Teresa page. Go to Linda Sims page. They are line dance instructors. Go to their page. Yeah. Yeah. And they have people in their inbox right now they didn't respond to that want to give them an opportunity. They got an overflow of abundance of people trying to get them to be instructors at their events or their day parties or their workshops because their page looks like what they say they are. They say they are line dance instructors, and when you go to their page, well, what? Look at here. There's line dance instructionals. There's teaching dancing. They might be line dance instructors. Some of y'all is instructors and DJs and all this stuff. When I go to your page, it look like everything but that. And that's just the stuff that you can control. This is the easy part. If you sell real estate, when I go to your page, I need to see signs in front of houses and beautiful 3-bedroom, 2-bath on a half-acre lots, nestled in a cul-de-sac. Hit me up at 804-568-24. Then you are a realtor. You are a real estate agent. If I go to your page and I can find out, I can find out where the open house is at. You hosting the open house on Sunday. Oh, open house this Friday. I can go look at this house. Yes, then you are a real estate agent. I'm just keeping it a buck. I'm keeping it real with y'all. Everybody want to get on your stage to become what they want to become when they don't do what they need to be doing on their own stage, their own platforms to help their self become who they need to become. It starts with you. Can't nobody do you better than you. You cannot rely on somebody else to outdo you better than you. Some people, they talk about the UC Star Wars like once they teach there, they set for life. I'm going to get on that stage and I'm going to be him. Like, no, you're not. You're going to get on that stage and you're going to go home and be the same person you were before you got on that stage. Because now you got on that stage, right? This is the worst part. I got too many examples of this story. You got on the stage, you killed it. People look you up to find out who you are. They go to your page and guess what? They see the world news that you shared. They see the gossip. They share you see the videos, the fight videos you be sharing. They see you talking about sex all the time. They see you doing this and that. You saying blah, 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 blah. Your page don't even look like a line dance instructor. And then now 2 months later, I ain't going to UC no more. They need to pay me. I need to get paid for my time. No, you didn't take advantage of the opportunity. You were put on one of the biggest stages in urban line dancing, and you didn't take advantage of the opportunity because you weren't ready. You got on the stage, people looked you up, and there was nothing to look up. There was nothing to see. You wasted your damn time. You going to teach at UC? You going to teach at Linda Sims? You going to teach at J&J, Kylie Jam? You going to go teach at Flavor? You gonna go teach somewhere? Have your ducks in a row. Be ready. Get your page right. Because people network, people look you up, people trying to find out, they want to bring you to theirs. But you wasn't ready to take advantage of the opportunity. Don't blame nobody but yourself when you're not controlling the parts of the thing that you can control. Come on now. Come on now. Yeah, y'all can start logging off now. This is the part y'all want to hear. Y'all want to hear about this stuff. If you are a line dance instructor, your page need to look like line dance instructor. And it's okay. If you value other things, just understand that's what that come with. Nobody's saying you can't post your family every day. Nobody's saying you can't tag and promote and post everybody else stuff. But what about your stuff? Go to Shantae page right now and tell me how many times you see there was a shooting today at 7 o'clock at the mall. Go to Teresa page right now. Tell me how many times you see random funny videos of a dog chasing a cat through the yard somewhere. You can look at those videos, but why is that on your page? How is that benefiting you? How is that getting people to your Tuesday line dance class? How is that helping people know that you got an event going on? You telling everybody, well, the link is on my page. Just go to my page. I got to scroll through 75 dumbass posts to get to the real post that I came to your page to find. You got to prioritize the thing that you really take. If you saying you is a instructor, is you saying that you got a real event that you want people to get to? If you saying that you are a great DJ, if you are saying you are a great cook, if you are saying you are a real estate agent, when I come to your freaking page, that's what I need to be seeing. That is the part that's free, and it's a part that you can control. You have control of that. So don't blame nobody else when you're not getting the opportunities that you want, when you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing with the stuff that you can control. So picture this. You want somebody to spend $500 to get on a plane. 3-day event. Get a hotel for 3 nights. Pay registration. Bring money for food, Uber, taxi, rent a car, whatever. And you playing on your page? You just on there playing. No sense of urgency. You just, nobody coming. Nobody coming. That's a fact. Nobody coming. That's a fact. I want you to picture that. Come on now. Picture it. Make it make sense. Picture it now. Yeah, LaDonna, and it's cool. Like I said, you can have some stuff on there, but let it match who you are. Let it match the person that you want people to know. Y'all know I play around. Y'all know I joke around. Y'all know I'm sarcastic. So even my videos, I'm playing on my videos, but I'm dancing. I'm posting plenty of stuff line dance related. But some of y'all, you know, y'all got stuff going on in y'all life that y'all think the world just gonna magically find out about it. Well, I created a website, but you don't ever post a website. How we supposed to just magically wake up one day and be on our phone? No, you don't got nothing. I don't care how much money you spent going downtown to get an LLC or nonprofit or how professional your stuff is and how organized you is. If I come to your page and don't see it, it don't exist. You ain't got no LLC. You ain't got no business. No, you're not no travel agent. If I go to your page and I don't see Italy, Jamaica, Rome, Egypt, Dubai, Bali, you ain't no travel agent. If I can't click no link that make me want to get on a plane to go somewhere, you're not a travel agent. If you ain't got no videos up like, damn, babe, we need to book something. This shit right here, damn. That's not what you do. Mm-mm. Don't even tell nobody that no more. Stop telling people that. You look crazy. She said she's a traveler. Let me go to her page real quick. And you know how short attention everybody got? People ain't got time to be scrolling your page for 4 hours. People will give you a little bit of energy. And that little bit of energy they give you, if they feel like they wasting their time, they gonna move on. Look, I don't scroll to a Facebook post, advertisement. Now I'm looking at shoes. Because it took too long to find your thing. You know, they got all this stuff popping up on Facebook now. I'm looking at your page. Next thing you know, I'm looking at cologne. I done got it off track. You know? And I don't tell you something that I don't do. So I'm not preaching to the choir. Like I'm not creating these stages, these events, and these moments just for me to be doing it. That's the whole reason for sitting on the throne. To use the platform to tell you how you're supposed to be doing it. Whatever I'm doing here in Richmond, you can be doing it in Vegas. You can be doing it in Tennessee. I got 150 people in my class, 200 people in my class that want to learn line dancing. You can have them same kind of people in your class learning line dancing. But you got to be, some of y'all, I told Stephon this. I can't even pop up on you if I want to. Because I don't know where your class at. Y'all go find me a Stephon post where his class at, what location. I can drive. I'll be out there driving around Greensboro, North Carolina with a bullhorn. Stephon, do anybody know Major Swag? Because he's so comfortable with his online presence, right? Like with his virtual class. But there is no post going around saying how to get to his class. There's no address saying XYZ North Carolina pull up, and it's not being posted repeatedly. So a lot of y'all, I could pop up on y'all because y'all post y'all flyer every week. We got class tonight. 123 Maple Street. So I can pop up on you. Shit, I'm going to 123 Maple Street. Shit, I'm in town. Well, y'all know how I do. I'm going to an event a day early. I'm driving through your town. Let me see that flyer. Let me see where that flyer at. And there's people on this call that can attest to that. But because y'all don't do y'all due diligence, y'all don't care, y'all comfortable until we have a conversation about support. And then y'all say, nobody support me. There's nothing to support. We supposed to just randomly know where your class at. So like I said, you is not a cook. If I can't go to your page and see food and got me drooling and ready to cash app you and order something. You is not a comedian. If I ain't on there keying, if you ain't got no clips of previous shows, no snippets, you ain't on there live making everybody laugh, cracking, you ain't no comedian. You ain't no DJ. You not a line dance instructor. If I go to your page and you just sharing a whole bunch of your favorite flowers. No, you look like you want to be a botanist. Look like you specialize in flowers. You're not a line dance instructor. Nobody gives me an opportunity to teach. Nobody wants me to DJ at their event. You're not a DJ. You're not an instructor, because when we look you up, I have no proof. I have no nothing. This is why I was booking the people I was booking. I was booking Carlisas and T Wheels and Tina Jacksons, because at that time they was working. They was working. They was the hardest working people in line dancing. They was putting out videos of class every day. They was putting out new dances. They was teaching everybody dances. They was putting in work, showing people having a good time when they video. I was like, yo, I want them to be a part of my event because I'm watching the video wishing I was there. And that's why I reached out to those people at that, and it became other people I would find. I was like, yo, they having a good time. They going in. But you can't get caught in that moment because once you get an opportunity, you have to be consistent because it's just as easily that you can come into the scene, just that easily you can disappear. And that's all based on how this algorithm is with social media. Don't get comfortable and give the opportunity for you to be moved on. You might have 5,000 friends, but you only got the same 40 people coming up in your timeline because those are the 40 people that you are entertaining, and those are the 40 people that are being consistent with your content. There are people that got big, and then they got big-headed, and then forgot how they got to where they got to, and they slowly disappeared. You have to always intentionally control the things that you can control, and social media is definitely one of those things. It can't be one of those things where I just got a big class now and I'm getting comfortable now. I don't got to post that much. I ain't got to share that much no more. No, because we're always losing people. It's always a turnover. And so once you lose 20 people from your class, and remember, you haven't been posting for the last 6 months because your class is that class. Now your class is no longer that class. And then you've been forgotten about on social media. And then we're having that, nobody's booking me for events. Nobody wants me to be an instructor. Nobody wants me to cook for them. I'm not baking for nobody's wedding because I go to your page. You're not a fucking baker. It's a fact. McDonald's ain't never let up on commercials. Nobody sold more food than McDonald's. But we're going to say trash. We're not going to say food. Nobody has sold more things when it comes to a restaurant than McDonald's. And they spending more money every year putting out commercials. So what makes you think you at the bottom of the totem pole trying to get into line dancing, and you at the bottom of the totem pole when it comes to posting? Make it make sense, Lord. Make it make sense, Lord. Everybody got all these businesses don't nobody know about. You know, wasted your money and your time. You know, waited in line downtown. I'm gonna go get my business license. I'm gonna go get my LLC. Why? You're gonna do all that and post your little picture on Facebook. I got my business license. Hey! And then we're gonna see nothing else. I know people making more money, more success with an illegal business. They ain't got no business license, but they serious about that posting. They serious. Hey, but you got a legit business, but ain't got no legit business. Your door is open, but ain't nobody walking in, right? Nobody is supporting me. And support, when we talk about support from other people, there is a lack of that. But it gotta start with you. Ain't nobody pushing you harder than you. Yeah, we so busy trying to catch that TV show, catch that. Oh, you gonna watch 5 seasons of Black Beauty? What is that shit called, the Tyler Perry thing? But you ain't even post your line there, Claire. You caught up on Housewives of Atlanta, but you ain't post your event in 2 weeks and wonder why your ticket sales low. Y'all here promoting the Breezy Bowl and Chris Brown. Chris Brown don't know you. Is Chris Brown coming to your line dance event? Y'all promoting Chris Brown more than you promote your own shit. Make it make sense, people. Make it make sense. Before, because we always have conversations about support and why people don't support each other and all that stuff. But let's talk. Today is self-accountability day. All right, we're not pointing no fingers at nobody else today, because that is a thing. But let's start in-house today. Let's clean up the in-house. Clean your page up. I want you to spend, when we get off this podcast today, go look at your page. Just scroll through your page and do it. But matter of fact, before you start scrolling your page, I want you to think to yourself, what do I want everybody to know me as? Then start scrolling your page. Like, dang, I don't even got it. Be like, I am a great instructor that has the ability to host events and I can dance my ass off. Now go to your page. I like flowers. I laugh at people who fight in public. And I like Chris Brown. That's all I saw. What? Oh, you posting all these relationship videos. Everybody know you. I know you as the single girl because you always posting about how single you is. So unless somebody hosting a singles event at a line dance event, they're not booking you, right? It gotta line up. It gotta make sense. Yeah, can't nobody promote you like you. A lot of times I don't even trust y'all to promote me. I told my mama that. I told everybody that. Soon I will be buying my own cemetery plot, my statue and everything, because I don't trust people to bury me right. I only trust me to bury me the way I want to be buried. I don't trust y'all. Y'all gonna get me cremated, put me in a little vase. I'm gonna have a small little nameplate in the grass somewhere, some random funeral home, if I leave it up to y'all. No, I'm going to make sure that my cemetery spot, my plot, look, is where I want. I want to roll around the grass and say, yeah, I want y'all to put me right here. Yeah. I want to get a little bench out there. You can sit down and talk to me. I'm gonna set that up, because if I leave it up to y'all, I'm gonna have a little nameplate in the field where they don't even cut the grass like they supposed to, and y'all ain't even gonna be able to find where I'm at. Carlos, he over there somewhere. He just, I don't trust y'all like that. So I'm not trusting nobody else to promote me but me, right? And it start with yourself. Go to your page. If your page ain't paging, shut up. Like Chops right now, he got all them videos out there with the drone. He said, I want to be known for the guy, the drone at the events. His page look like that now. He look like a dude that flying a drone. He got a lot of drone videos, right? Like I said, but if you a cook, not go to your page, ain't no cooking going on. You ain't in there with the pot. You ain't got Migos whipping it, whip it, whip it. If you ain't in there cooking, no, you ain't no cook. And it's so funny. I know girls like that. They used to have them videos and pictures of their food, and I would be the first one to cash out them. Like, yo, I'm about to pick me up a plate. I'm coming to get a plate. Now I don't see them videos no more. Nobody be supporting my food no more, so I ain't gonna be cooking no more. You ain't posting it. We gotta remind us. We already competing against McDonald's that's posting $1 million worth of stuff. They spend money to promote their stuff. KFC, Wawa, and Papa John's, and all these other places that you're competing with. Social media is free. If you sell food, every day you need to be putting your menu up there. Hey, catch me before 10 o'clock. I can get the food to you by 12, blah, blah, blah. Like I said, if you a DJ and you thinking that nobody know you a DJ, look at Stephon. He DJing 4 times a week on live.
If you go to his page, it look like he a DJ. He on there 4 hours straight. Yeah. So that goes back to what we were saying. You know, I don't want to get off on a tangent, but what you want to be seen as in the community, 9 times out of 10, you're controlling that. Like I told Andy, he want to be an instructor at these events, but everybody know you as a vendor. You have to be very intentional about how you're seen, and because your opportunities will be based on everybody else's perception of you. So if you look like a vendor, you will only be a vendor at events. But yeah, start with yourself. Do the work first, and then we can talk about everybody else supporting you. Support yourself first, though. Because we know there is a topic, there is a conversation to be had. We talk about it a lot, about support and outside support. But it starts with you. The energy you give off when you get around people, you can control that. Your social media, you could control that. You being intentional about traveling, you can control that. Your line dance etiquette, how you act on the floor, you can control that. When you get the microphone, the things you say, the energy you give off, the people you don't talk about. Some of y'all get the microphone for the first time and then blow your opportunity. You have to take advantage of the things that you can control first. And there are a lot of things you can control. You don't always need somebody else's platform to get you where you want to get to. Control your own platform. I don't do social media. I don't care about that. You don't do money. You selling real estate. You selling real estate. And the top real estate people, they utilize the social media. The gurus, oh, they utilize social media. They not playing. They posting the open houses, the stuff that just hit the market with the little sheet. 3-bedroom, 2-bath on a cul-de-sac, starting at $450,000. For more information, contact someone. Brother, your page ain't paging. Come on now. What y'all posting about what happened last night on one of the Tyler Perry shows, and wonder why you got 4 people in your line dance class. You posted about Tyler Perry before you posted about your class. When you stayed up all day learning these damn dances to teach, paying for the space that you got, but you posted about Tyler Perry. Make it make sense. Don't nobody come to my class. Don't nobody support me. You don't support yourself. Shut up. Do the work. Hey, look, I was learning a couple dances I taught yesterday. I made sure I posted out. Hey, look, y'all better bring your ass to class. I ain't learning this for no reason. Y'all gotta get this work. I saw my post. Put your pink on. I need y'all wearing pink. Come on now. Come to class. Spending all this time learning dances and then going there and teach myself again. And paying for it. Paying to teach myself. I wish I might. Carlos chasing money. No, I'm chasing common sense. What the hell? Well, yeah, man, this is a lot, that's the message for today. That's the message. Social media, clean it up. perception is reality until people really know who you are, and don't act like everybody knows who you are. Most people don't. There's people that get around me and be like, yo, I didn't know you was this cool. I didn't know you was like that. You was going off perception, and perception is reality. And so I was intentional the last 2 years about traveling, getting to meet people, and putting myself in spaces where people will get to know me, the me that I want them to get to know, not to perceive me. And then that's how we get to where we get to. Controlling what we can control. Controlling my page. And it can easily get sidetracked, but hold yourself accountable. And this is your accountability video right here. My name is Carlos the Line Dance Prince. This is episode 48 of Sitting on the Throne. Tonight we'll be on the podcast with me, Quan, and Stefan. It's gonna be a good one too. We got a good one. We got a good one tonight. Only in Line Dancing Podcast. Me, Stefan, and Quan. We got a good podcast tonight. Good topic. Do not miss this one tonight. It's only on YouTube, not on Facebook. Only in Line Dancing Podcast. Go find it. Go subscribe. Go like. I'm actually going to post a flyer and a link so everybody can go subscribe to it, because I have the ability to control what I remind y'all and what y'all can see. But yeah, I love y'all. Keep being great on purpose. And if you want to donate to the page, man, my boy, Cash App me, Line Dance Prince. It's going to be money sign, Line Dance Prince, Cash App. It's Line Dance Prince on Venmo as well. I love y'all. It's your boy Carlos. And I'm out of here. Matter of fact, I'm going to go out on that outro music, man. The intro music. If I like my new intro, comment in the comments. Stick around for about a minute and a half, and listen to the intro. It's my new intro. If you missed the intro to my new to the podcast, let me know what you think. And I'm out.
Yeah. Your boy Carlos on the rise. The throne's his now. Sit back, learn from the prince. Real talk. From the bottom, rising up, no handouts. He did it solo, urban dance, he took his shot. Now they follow where he go. Hard work, sweat, tears. He sealed his own fate, climbed the ranks, now he's sitting high. Ain't no debate. This is his platform, his rules, his game. Sharing all he got, no gate, keeping no shame. Come up in the game, get smarter, stay true. This throne's for anyone who dare to break through. Sit on the throne, yeah, he on the crown. Helping up his peeps, spread the knowledge around. All about the hustle, grind and flow. Carlos on the rise, now watch the empire grow. Lessons in my voice for the new kings and queens. Rise from the struggle, turn the pain into dreams. No secrets, he teach, no reason to hide. All his nuggets, yeah, he give them with pride. This is the blueprint, flip it, make it your own. Build your empire, stand firm, be known. From the street to the stage, we all can ascend. This community's ours, we rise again and again. Sit on the throne, yeah, he on the crown. Helping up his peeps, spread the knowledge around. All about the hustle, grind and flow. Carlos on the rise, now watch the empire grow. No gatekeeper, just a real one leading the way. Sharing the crown, passing the crown someday. Knowledge is power, yeah, freedom we claim. In the urban scene, we redefining the game. So when you hear his name, know he did it solo. Carlos the Line Dance Prince, now he in control. Sitting on the throne with my people, I vibe. This empire's ours, yeah, we all gonna thrive. Empire throne, yeah, he on the crown. Helping up his peeps, spread the knowledge around. All about the hustle, hustle, grind and flow. Carlos on the rise, now watch the empire grow.
All right, y'all. You like that? Y'all like that? I like the intro. All right. I'm out of this piece. Hope you enjoyed the intro. And I'm out, man. It's crazy. That was created by AI. They got an app. I just typed like two descriptive sentences, and AI created that whole thing. Like, it's crazy how technology is taking over. It's crazy. But yeah, y'all have a good one. Time to go eat some lunch.